uh, today to journal. We'll wait for 2 more minutes for participants to join. Okay, someone has picked up a butterfly. Is it a dead or alive one? Oh, someone has Indian eagle owl feather. Someone has a cat to journal. Nice. Lovely to meet you all. Let us wait for 3 more minutes until 5:05. Hello everyone, good morning, good evening. I am Tanmay. I work with
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Nature Journaling Workshop session. So, I'm Deepthi, working at Early Bird. So, previously, I worked as an educator at Ramakrishna Mission School near Bannerghatta, close to Bannerghatta National Park. So, it was there that I started nature journaling, and I also introduced nature journaling to my students and started exploring nature. So I'll also be sharing my stories soon. So now let's dive into what nature journaling is all about. So can you all hear me? Just give me a thumbs up if you're able to hear me. Yeah, cool. Thank you. So, what is nature journaling? So, you have a question here. So, you can give your answers through the chat box. You can just you'll have few seconds to give your answers. So, is it for artists alone, or kids, or just grown-ups only, or anyone who loves nature? Okay. Okay. So, many of them are saying that it's for anyone who loves nature. So, yeah. So, just to put it in a simple way, so, nature journaling is an activity. It's a simple practice of creatively documenting your observations, questions, connections, and explanations on a notebook. So, you can use words, pictures, numbers, painting. So, and again, you need not be an artist or a naturalist to begin. So, it can be learned by anyone, and you can develop them with practice. So again, there are no hard and fast rules, so there are no strict rules. So basically, it helps you think, remember, stay curious, and connect more deeply with nature. And also to get started, so you can keep it very simple and use whatever you have, and you don't need any expensive stuff. So you should only focus on your interests and keep it very simple. And again, throughout the session, we'll be focusing on this, that it's not just about the pretty pictures. Journaling is not just about the pretty pictures, and it's about noticing, it's about observing keenly. So again, here in nature journaling, so we'll be using words, pictures, and also numbers. So here, again, why this nature journaling is important, why it is important. So both educators and kids can benefit so from journaling. So kids especially, so it can form the neural connections and help stimulate the brain development through sensory experiences. It integrates different parts of the brain and strengthens neural circuits. So again, it also develops motor skills. So it strengthens connection between brain and muscles in hands and fingers. So there's hand and eye coordination. And also it enhances or increases the creative ability in kids, and it helps them imagine. And also to improve communication. So why in case of communication, it helps the kids to express themselves, allows them to convey the ideas, emotions. So which at many times words cannot do it, right? Because as an educator, I have seen slow learners actually trying to express their answers. When you give any question to them, they usually be very hesitant. So they try to express it through art. So that's why art, especially journaling, gives them a lot of confidence and space to express themselves and to share with you. And also when they are working with their peers, with their friends, it helps to build the connection, and also with the educator. It builds a positive relationship with the educator and builds a good rapport also. Again, I'll saying that I would like to share a small a clipping with you to show how kids can be very curious, and also how they can inspire us to observe things. So here, it's a very tiny mushroom. Actually, this is the time when we were trying to document mushrooms in the school's forest. So this was very tiny. So when we observed, so we just saw some black spots. So then I noted that in my notebook also. But it was from the kids that I got to know later that they weren't just spots; they were actually insects. But I couldn't believe. Then I took a close-up video of that, and then I realized that they were actually insects, but not the spots. So this is how kids can spot anything. So they'll be so curious that they can spot anything which goes unnoticed, right? And also there's another video. So here, this is a mantis. Before taking this video, this was on a dry grass, and it was completely camouflaged. So I wouldn't have spotted this insect, of course, but kids spotted this insect, and they were also very curious to know it was actually dancing. So it was. They were also curious to know what insect was that and what it was doing there. So they came up with a lot of questions. Even in case of mushrooms, they wanted to know what those insects were doing on that, and why the insects were there on the mushroom, because whether they were feeding on it, or is there any other role. And also with this insect, we learned together. So we got to know that this is called violin mantis, violin because it's because of its shape. So this is how kids come up with a lot of ideas, and they're very curious. They inspire us to learn. So they ignite the curiosity, and both it's very fun to learn with them. So this is what we call it as inquiry based learning, right? So and this will lead to scientific discoveries. So I wanted to document these experiences in my journal. So journal can be of different types. This just tells the story. So this is in my mother tongue as well. So it can be in any form. This is also a way of doing nature journaling. And also, when it comes to science, so though journaling can be integrated to even any part, it can be interdisciplinary actually. So when it comes to science, as I said, it can lead to a lot of scientific discoveries when they try to curiously notice things. So it can be visual and personal, and that is where the science become accessible, and it connects the emotion when they are trying to draw, integrate both art and also words. So again, here journaling is not just about drawing here. So it connects everything. So and also in we can see it's the paintings, the Mughal paintings, and also in the ancient cave paintings, which date back to prehistoric times. So you can also see how people used to document things, and even in mobile paintings we also get to see the birds or the flora and fauna, the information of these birds which got extincted, like the bird dodo. So if these weren't documented at that time, we wouldn't have known that these animals existed, right? So these are also very important part of journaling. So it helps to document the things around you. It helps you to know what is changing around you and what is not changing. So you get to know everything. So there's a question for you now. So you can give your answers in the chat box. So engaging in a creative activity makes me feel frustrated and annoyed, unhappy or sad, peaceful and calm. So yeah, please go.
Okay, thank you for your answers. Yes, it does make us feel very peaceful and calm. I would like to talk about what a nature journal entry has. So this is how generally a nature journal entry looks like. Mainly, it has a picture of the object that you are journaling. So you sketch what you see. So even simple drawings helps you notice shapes, textures, patterns more closely. So majority of the journal will be of a drawing and your observations, ideas, and thinking. You record what you notice and what it makes you think about. So this could be some details of the day that you're journaling, the weather on that day, the date, the place that you're journaling in, and some numbers. This is to quantify details like counts, measurements. Like if you're looking at a flower, you count the number of petals in the flower, you count the number of leaves in a leaflet, or you see a small worm. If you have any scale to measure it, you measure it. Such numbers can also go in the journal, and words, of course. So you write what you think about it and what you notice. It can be in form of short paragraphs or stories or poems or anything that you like. And you can do a beautiful layout also. So many a times we are used to writing in a straight line. So the you can go creative. You can write around the subject that you have drawn. So there are many such things that you can do with your journal. Next slide, please. So these are how some of the journal entries. So it can be in form of stories, it can be in form of poems, it can be drawings, it can be anything that you like. So these are some of the journal entries that we wanted to show you. So if you can all turn on your camera now. So you can all show the object that you have picked from the nature. So this is the object that I have picked for today. And we can go step by step on how to draw it. Please show your subject. Okay, 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 lovely. Now, uh, next slide. Now let us take 2 minutes and look at your object properly. So look at it in every angle. Look if see if there is rough texture, there is smooth texture, if there is any smell to it, if something is poking your hand, or even if inside your object if there is some other animal. Like in my object, there is a small nest of some insect. There is a small web and there are some holes that insects have made. Just take 2 minutes and notice it in every angle possible. Let us give one more minute to look at the object properly. Also notice if there is some smell. Okay, we can move to the next slide. Okay, once you're done observing, keep your object on the table in front of you or on the floor, wherever that you are comfortable with. Keep it in such a way that it is comfortable for you to see and draw it. So I am keeping it just like this in this angle, in whichever angle that you feel comfortable drawing it, you can place accordingly. Just place it in front of you, comfortable for you to see and draw from that angle, either on the floor on or on the table. Once you do that, just notice the shape of it. Let us break it down into simple shapes. So if you look at my object, I see a ellipse, an oval, and one line. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah. So I drew this very in a very simple manner in a very less time. I just want to explain it to you, and I will give you guys time to draw whatever that you have. So I firstly drew its basic shape, that is one ellipse and one straight line, and then I looked at its outline. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can do however you are comfortable doing it. And then I noticed some prominent details in it. Like there are some grooves and ridges inside the spot. So I just made marks of that. And then finally, based on where you have kept on the table, based on the light and the shadow, you can add some shading or color if you feel like. So we will give you around 10 minutes to do this. We would love to see your drawings. At the end of it, it'll be great if you can show your drawings turning on your cameras. I'm very excited to see all of your drawings. We can finish at 5:32. If anybody has finished their drawing, they can also share it. You can turn on your camera and show the drawing to everyone. Based on your object, you can do any basic shape and draw your object. If anybody has completed, please raise your hand. If you want to show, we can show it to everyone. Once you're done, you can raise your hand. I don't think you can share it in the chat, but you can turn on your camera and show it to everyone. Has Geeta, Madhulata finished their drawing?
Yes, Didi.
Okay, please share your drawing.
I opened my video, but
Yes, we can see your video. Okay, Zabeen, would you like to show your drawing? Oh, wow. Okay, that's a seed pod. Oh, lovely. Very nice. Very nice. Okay,
nice.
very nice. Someone has drawn a feather. Very nice to see. Anyone else? Oh, wow. Lovely leaf. Many feathers. Okay, I see leaf. Very nice. Oh, very nice. I like that you have used the entire page to draw the leaf.
Nice.
Nice. Please turn on your cameras, whoever wants to show. Oh, that's a lovely branch. Oh, such a tiny feather. Wow, very nice. Very beautiful.
Wow.
Ranch with mushrooms on it.
Oh, it has mushrooms. Oh, very nice. Wow,
Oh,
lovely. Okay, we'll do this for 5 more minutes and we will continue. Anyone else wants to share their drawing?
I'm sharing already my through my camera. Are you able to see it?
Yes, I think your background it's cutting out.
Okay, currently I can see it. 1 second.
Yeah.
How to, I mean, I can't see my picture. 1 second. I'm in office. So I just drew what you showed me, that Buddha coconut seed pod.
Oh, that seed pod looks like my seed pod. Can you
Yeah,
show
yeah.
object that
I'm in
you?
office, so I have nothing else to see.
Okay.
I just
Okay,
drew what you said.
okay, no
So what
problem.
else?
Looks lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, is that a seed? It looks huge. Sorry, you're on mute.
That's a dried coconut, tiny baby coconut.
Oh wow. Oh wow, lovely.
I didn't finish doing it.
Okay.
Like this, actually.
Oh, oh, nice. Very nice. So lovely. Okay, we can move forward, I think, because there are more things for you to do. You can share all these drawings with us later also. We would love to see all these drawings. Since there are so many participants, it is a little hard to see everyone's drawing, but lovely drawings. Deepti, can you go to the next slide? Okay, so the major part of journaling is done. You have drawn the object that you have picked up. Now, what to write? So many children and even adults might not be comfortable with writing. So we can make writing easier for them. So there are certain things, certain prompts that you can use to make writing easy for whatever that they have picked up. Next slide. So these are prompts that are very easy for you to just think of things to write about the subject that you have taken. One is I notice. So what you notice about it. So if I take my object here, I notice that it has split. So it's not it's a split fruit. And I noticed that the seeds are missing. The seeds are gone. So when I picked it up, there were no seeds in it. So the seeds have dispersed. And I wonder, so here, this is the part where you ask questions about it. So you don't know where there are questions that you don't know the answers for. Why has it only split open in on one side? Why not on top? Why not in the bottom? Or why not on other sides? So such questions. And what it reminds me of. So here is where you can connect your imagination or your memory. If you have seen this, if you had seen this earlier in your childhood, in your grandparents' house or somewhere, anything that connects this object to you personally, you can write about that in what it reminds me of. So I can only think of it. It reminds me of the emoji, the heart emoji right now. So I'm going to write about that. So we can take some time and you can write about your subjects also, whatever that you have drawn. Look at it closely, see what you notice. You can write measurements, you can write words, you can whatever that you feel like. You can count if there are number of leaves, you can count that. If it smells in a certain way, you can write that. And what you wonder about it, what are the questions that you that is coming to your head when you see the object that you have picked up, and what it reminds you of. Let us spend some time on doing that, and also please share that also. 5 minutes. Let's maybe at 5:42 or something. Let us see what others have written. If you'd like to share.
It reminds me of what it writing.
Sorry.
It reminds me of.
Yeah, so it reminds you of is about how it makes you feel. It like
Oh,
there was this kid who there was a very thin leaf. So he told that it reminds me of a potato chip. It totally valid to write. If it looks like a potato chip, please write it. It reminds you of something. You know,
okay.
it can be anything. You
Okay.
can imaginative, yeah. Again, if anybody wants to share, please raise your hand and you can unmute yourself and share whatever that you've written. Would anybody like to share what they've written?
I can go. Can I show my image while I do that?
Sure, sure, definitely.
Mm,
Is Can you see?
Yes, yes, I can see.
Okay, so the idea was that the size of the pod, and then I put the almond. I drew the almond next to it,
Lovely.
just so that I could indicate the size. So I've labeled things: almond, half the pod of the kadu badam, and then the delight of finding a mini treasure, because this really was a delight. I've never seen a tiny pod like this.
Superb. Lovely. Again, yeah, this is a great way to talk about its size, to draw something in comparison. That's great. Would you like to share, Prerna?
Yes, I would
Yes.
like to share what I've written, and I've drawn. It is a branch which we picked up on our trail, and it has dried mushrooms. So what I noticed was that it looks like a family to me, a family of four, and the mother is right in the center with
Oh,
two small kids. They're playing in the courtyard, and
oh.
father is returning from work. That's what it symbolizes, and it's a nice cozy wee branch where that's their nest.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, so this is what.
Beautiful.
This is what my imagination says.
Amazing. Very nice. Anybody else would like to share?
So yeah, I have just attempted to pick up 1 minute.
Sure.
So I've tried to attempt this leaf here, and if I can observe, all the other leaves are like pink in color. Only this one is having few pigments of green. So I'm just wondering and asking, like, questions with my observations to find out later that, like, why few leaves are pink in color, and why few of them are green in color, and why this leaf is in particular having a pigmentation.
Correct. Yes, all the other
Mm.
leaves are fully pink or either
Yeah, yeah,
very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for sharing.
yeah.
Can we go to the next slide, Deepthi? So I would like to show you all this journal entry. This was made by a child. So they have picked up a gulmohar flower, and they wonder why it has cream or white petal, which is so different from the rest, similar to what you showed me earlier, and why its petal has a long thin stalk at the starting, which suddenly widens at a point. So he is questioning, and this is what leads to research and scientific discoveries, right? The curiosity, the wonder, and it reminds them of a bright orange fan or a chandelier, and or setting or rising of the sun. So it was so beautiful to read this. So please do share your journal entries. Also, we would love to have a look at that. Okay. And for the educators now, Deepthi is going to tell some tips to take children journaling.
So, yeah. So when we take children out, we should know how to manage the session if it's a outdoor session. So, how we do that? So, here I can give you some tips. So, managing outdoor sessions usually you should pay attention to the weather conditions. So, allow students to wear comfortable clothing and always encourage them to carry low cost materials. And when students are new to outdoor learning, it's better to visit one place several times so rather than switching locations, because again returning to places allow to the same place allow students to get familiar and comfortable, leading them to focus more on learning. So and also having a positive relationship with the student is very important, having a good rapport with them. So that will provide the students a lot of support, so that they need to when they need to try out new ways of learning when they're new to journaling. So you can choose a time of day when we know students are able to focus. So if they're if we should not force them to something, or what we can do is we can take them for a walk, then they'll be ready to slow down and then focus again. So in case if weather conditions are not favorable, we can bring a small natural objects such as leaves, as you have all brought today. So, or growing a plant in the class and observing how the plant grows, even that would be a great way to keep students journaling. And introducing activities, how are you going to introduce this? So before doing or before introducing nature journaling, it is very important to explain to the students why they are doing this activity. So we also may explain how the journaling activity can widen their experience. So they should note that journaling is also a critical part of the learning process. And also, we should ask them to record the data. So we should tell them that it's very important to, record the date, location, also weather. So that the journal entry becomes scientifically relevant and also useful. And also ask them to use words, pictures, and numbers. Right. And also, after mentioning that, you can see that you can ask them to be comfortable with whatever they know. If not words, pictures, or numbers, they can use more of whichever they are comfortable with. And also, very important thing is to de-emphasize pretty pictures. So many students will be very nervous about starting, journaling because they think that they should produce some piece of very good art or something. But our main goal is to observe. It is observation and not the perfect art. So you should always emphasize that it's not about making a pretty picture again. And you yourself can demonstrate the activity on a whiteboard, or you can start journaling with them. You can sit with them and start doing the journal. So I have done this with my students, and I can share you, we have also made a small flip book out of it. So we have compiled all the journals of the students and made a small flip book. I can will share it on the chat box. You can copy the link and take a look at the flip book later. So apart from this, managing students. So how do you manage the students during the activity? So first and foremost thing is to set the boundaries and also identify the hazards. So if it's a forest, so you cannot allow the students to go deep into the forest or pick something like an insect or a snake. So it's important to create boundaries. So you should always emphasize them or guide them to pick up something which is dead or a dry leaf. Okay. And also you should check in with the individuals when they are doing the journaling activity. Talk to the students and try to check in with each student. So asking how the activity is going on, and briefly engaging them in conversation. And also, it's very important to redirect the distracted students as well. So again, engaging them in conversation. So asking them, what else can you notice about the plant? Or is there anything interesting that you noticed? Or is that green in color? Why is it in that color? Why does it look like that? So you can ask many questions, sit with them and do the journaling. You can inspire them to do the journaling. And also give them reminders. So if they are focusing more on the art or drawing, so be sure to so tell them that to ask them to include the writing and labels and numbers also. And also managing time is also very important. So when we start the activity, so we should let the students know that when how much time is given to do the journals, and they should know that we'll call them back, or you can use a whistle so when it's time to again regroup. And at the end of the session, it's also important to have the discussion with the students. So we usually have will have a discussion of about 10 to 15 minutes, trying to talk with the students about their observations. And you can spend more time if it works for you, or again go back to the discussion questions and do some following activities as well. And you can also give some questions and prompts. So ask them if they have missed out anything, if they have not recorded anything, or if they can add more questions to their journals, some or extra points which can add some fun to that, or are there any different topics that they can relate. So these kind of things can be done. And also teachers of different disciplines can use these methods. Otherwise, again, there are two strict rules for that. You can design your activities based on the age and experience. And if it's for younger kids, it can be you can give some instructions, give some themes like, yeah, you can go and collect some leaves. You can give the themes like trees. they can just start with those, and also giving prompts as we did today. And as they develop, or as they practice, you can also start giving some activities, like you can ask them to compare. So if they're taking two leaves, ask them to compare. So, and also you can design your activity, you can take it to next level as well. These are the things we should keep in mind. And uh, yeah. So, and with the younger kids, we can also break up the instructions, like we can make it into subtasks and do it. So, with all these instructions, I would like to ask you a quick question. So now, hope you're all ready to try nature journaling with your students. I would like to know your answers. So you can put your answers in the chat box. Okay. Right. So many of them are super excited to journal with the students. Yeah. So we do have some resources to share with you which can help you with the journaling activity or any other activities that you can do with your kids. So we have Young Birders activity booklet and handbook for bird educators. So the Young Birders activity booklet is for the kids, and the handbook for bird educators is for the educators. So you have a wide variety of activities that you can do with kids here. And also we'll be sharing you the soft copies and various links that can help you with the journaling as well. And yeah, so this is it. So thank you all for joining us today. So we hope you enjoyed the workshop, and feel inspired to take nature journaling to your students. So, and again, remember, it's all about sparking curiosity in your students and wonder. So keep exploring and keep journaling. So most importantly, have fun with your students. Yeah.
There is also a small announcement. So this workshop was done under Young Birders Month. It's a bird festival for young children. So as a part of that, we are also hosting a drawing art contest. So children aged between 11 to 16 can submit their artwork. So we have 12 birds. They can pick their favorite bird and they can draw it and send it to us. We will pick out the best one, and we are going to make that as a calendar for the year 2026. You can submit this by visiting the website that is mentioned in on the slide, youngbirders.in. Please share it with the children that you know. It'll be great. Yes, thank you, one and all. Yes, so it is recorded and it is also put on YouTube. This session is available on YouTube as well. YouTube as well.
The resources you mentioned, how do we get those?
So some are available as soft copies. We will mail that to you.
And if we have to buy a few of them, how do we?
We'll send you the links of that as well.
Where will you be sending it? On our mails?
On your mails, yes.
Thank you.
We will also share the YouTube channel It's called Early Bird India. We will also share the channel link in the mail afterwards. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. This was fun. It was a really good session.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, we can end the session now. Thanks, everyone.